Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Roxanne and today I'm going to teach you how to whine your waistline. Now, whining is a dance move that consists of you isolating your hips and rotating them round in a circle. And it originates from African and Caribbean culture. And I'm just going to come out and say it. Some of the best whiners in the world are from Congo. And don't let anyone tell you different, okay? There, everyone can whine. The guys, the girls, from young to old, and everybody in between. The waistline is just loose and fluid. And it comes from their dance style, nombolo. So you should look it up if you're interested in learning more about whining. But I will also give credit, and I have to give credit to our Caribbean queens. Over there, the girls, their waistline is just fluid, it's loose, it's everything. You should definitely check out Royal G and Empress Cece, just to name a few. Now, a little bit more about whining, because everybody thinks, well, especially in mainstream media, that it's this sexual, provocative dance move. But that's really not the case, and that's not how its origins came around. You know, we whine to celebrate life. And what I mean by that is, you know, life starts in the womb, in the belly, especially for women. And you rotate your waist and your belly round in a circle, just like how the planets rotate the sun. And you celebrate and continue life, and you just whine. Now, what I love about whining is it's a very easy dance move to do. It's like one of those dance moves that you just need minimal effort. You know, if you don't feel like dancing, you just a little whine, a little whine. So today we're going to focus on the basic whine, and in time we're going to post more videos of different styles, different levels, different positions. So let's get into it. Alright, so for your whine, you want to start with your feet a bit wider than the hip width apart. And you want to have your back nice, straight and upright, and your shoulders are going to be nice and neutral in the middle. You don't want to hunch them over in the front, and you don't want to arch them over too much in the back. Okay, just nice and neutral. With whining, it's all about the hips, just isolating the hips. So I want you to imagine that there are 4 points you want to hit. So you have the first one in the back. So you're going to poke your butt to the back. And I'm going to show you what I mean by that from the side. So it's not that I'm arching my whole back, just my lower back. I'm going to take my tailbone, pull it up. That's number 1. Yeah, so I start in the back, and then I'm going to take it to the right. So I take my hips to the right, and I want my right hip to be up, my left hip to be down. Notice that when my right hip is up, my left leg starts to bend a bit. Then I'm going to take that to the front. Boom. So both my legs are a bit bent, and my tailbone that was behind to the side is now pushed in to the front. Yeah? And then the last point after I'm in the front is going to be on the left. So I just do the opposite. I want my left hip higher than my right hip, and my right leg is going to be slightly bent. So let's go over those 4 points again. We have 1 in the back, 1 to the right, 2 to the front, 3 to the side, 4. So then I'm going to hit all of those points in a nice, smooth, circular motion. Now I would just suggest you start nice, tight and controlled. Yeah, the thing about whining is that it's really all in the hips. So I'm going to take it to the back, to the side, to the front, to the other side. Back, side, front, side. And you just keep going round. 2, 3, 4. Now, it's always good to practice on both sides, but I understand for some people, they're more comfortable whining one way than the other. And that is normal for everyone. Like for me, I'm much more comfortable going clockwise. For some people, for most people actually, it's easier counterclockwise. So just pick whatever's good for you and do your thing. So let's go again. Slight bend in the knee, feet a bit wide and hip width apart. Keep that back nice and straight, shoulders neutral. And you're going to start in the back. Go 1, 2, 3, 4. And again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now what can help also, if you really feel the whine, is if you take your hands and touch your hips. Like find your pelvic bone, this bone right here, and you're going to whine round. And you're going to notice that you're going to feel it even more. And you might even notice that you start to whine even more tight and bigger. So I'll show you what I mean. So we're going to just go again. 5, 6, 7, 8. Go 1, 2, 3, 4. And again. 2, 3, 4. And again. 2, 3, 4. I was counting too fast there. But just whine around, and then when you feel comfortable, also reverse it. This is like my less dominant or less flexible way of going, but it's always good to practice both sides because you don't want to be a one-hit wonder. So let's go. like so. Good. Now, as I mentioned in the beginning, when you go to the side, you're going to bend that opposite knee a bit more. So now we're going to work on trying to bend it slightly even more, just to make that wine even nice and bigger and tighter. So what I mean by that is that you're going to like create this pedal motion with the knees. Yeah. And the more you engage your knees, the tighter and nicer your wine is going to be. So put your hands on your hips and go all the way around. Don't forget to keep it nice and controlled, and you got this. And also don't forget to reverse it. I know the opposite way is always going to be trickier, but you have to practice. And also don't worry if you're not where you want to be right now, if it's not looking as tight and as fluid as mine, for example. With practice, you're going to get there. Okay, just come back and try with me every single time, and we're going to get there together. So that is your basic wine. So what we can do to the basic wine, we can add a chest wine. So it's basically the same. You're going round with your chest. You have your 4 points. You're going to start in the front this time. So when you start with your butt in the back, your chest is going the opposite way. So my boot is to the back, my chest is in the front. I'm going to take my hips to the right, chest goes to the left. Then I'm going to bring my hips to the front, chest goes to the back. Then the same, we'll go to the other side, opposite. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to connect those together in a nice circular motion. This requires a lot of coordination, so don't be discouraged if it's not working out at first. Just take your time and you will get there. So let's go, starting in this position on 5, 6, 7, 8. You have 1, 2, 3, 4. And then again. 2, 3, 4. And again. 2, 3. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. And now we're going to reverse it because we always have to try both sides. So go around, other way. 2, 3, 4. And again. 2, 3, 4. Keep it going. 2. Last 1. And then again. 2, 3, 4. So we're doing our wines very, very slowly. So in actual fact, you want to kind of speed it up, because you can wine slow because it's called the slow wine, and you can also speed it up. Yep. So let's try speeding up with just the hips first, and then we add the chest. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can hold on to the hips if you want, and go around. 2, 3. Bring the chest in. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go. 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice. So let's go over those 2 moves again from the beginning. Feet hip width apart, back nice and straight, shoulders nice and neutral, slight bend in the knee, and you're gonna hit those 4 points. Let's go. 1. Ta ta da. Just the hips. Nice. Then we're gonna add the chest. Let's go. Big, big, big. Nice. And now we're going to reverse it, just the hips, the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, add the chest, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice, good job. So, a few things that you can do to take your wine that 1 step further. Because sometimes just whining in the middle can be a bit boring. Unless you're really, really good at it, then it's all you need. So what you could do is you can take your wine and you're gonna lean to one side. Yep, so you're gonna take your body weight and shift it to the right or to the left, doesn't really matter. Find whatever way works, but you can also go one side, then to the other side, and other side, then to the other side. Yeah, that's one way you can do it. Sometimes people don't know what to do with their hands. So I have a few things I like to do sometimes, especially when I wine side to side. I take my hands and I put them like in a cross, kind of like what? So I'm going to be in the middle, and then we're going to go to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left. Yeah? Or what I can do with my hands, what I like to do, I like to touch. Ta, ta, tap. So I tap, I take my middle finger and I just tap my head, tap my shoulders, tap my chest, tap my hips. And with every tap, you have one whine. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. And again. 2, 3, 4. You see, it's just one whine, then another whine, then another whine, and another. And it's really important that you do that like in time, because you don't want to be like, it's just a bit weird. It was even a struggle for me to do it out of time because it's just not natural for me. But yeah, just try and keep it like in time and nice. Last one is you can take your hands and as you whine, and you can whine your hand around. So you can bring your hand, da da da, da 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 da, and you're gonna cross, open, cross, open, and cross both, open and down. Yeah, that's like a little bit of a choreo, but it's cool, we got it. So I'll show you again. Your hands are up, you're whining, you have 1, 2, 3, 4. You can cross, open, and both, open and down. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope now you know how to whine your waistline. Let me know if there are any other videos you would like me to do. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, don't forget to like, subscribe and comment if you like this video. And I'll see you next time. Bye.